We open with Zartan sneaking into some kind of top-secret lab. You'd think people would stop putting valuable resources or scientific research right next to the swamp where Zartan lives. I've never been super clear which swamp this is, by the way, just the swamp. Zartan produces a can of Cobra brand aerosol sleep gas and apparently kidnaps the guy. Then Cobra Commander calls Joe HQ, despite the fact that they just changed the number and the phone company swore it was unlisted this time. He demands $60 billion in exchange for a bunch of scientists that Cobra has kidnapped. One of the Joes makes a hilarious joke.
Relax, guys. We'll just put it on my credit card. I never leave home with...
Enough of this foolishness!
Yeah, that wasn't funny in Batman and Robin either. I'm pretty sure it's never been funny. Anyway, the Joes balk at paying the ransom, but then Cobra Commander shows them how serious he is by showing them one of the several scientists they allegedly have in their custody. Well, if one guy tied to a chair isn't worth $60 billion, I don't know what is. The Baroness is in the next scene, so I'm not sure what happened. Yeah, I may have mentioned this before. I kinda like the Baroness. A lot. Like, way too much. The Joes swoop in on what they think is the source of that call from Cobra Commander and completely level everything between them and the temple. In the process, there's a terrible joke about Bazooka being itchy. It's terrible. Then this guy, whose name is apparently Zap, straps some dynamite to the wall to get them into the building. But oh no! Apparently this isn't Cobra HQ at all, it's a funhouse! You know, like the title of the episode. Cobra Commander reveals something about, I don't know, passages and traps and the whole building is a bomb or something. Also, Zartan reveals that he's paid by the hour, which presumably means that he has to hand in a timesheet, which delights me a lot more than it probably should. So Dusty and Airtight go down one corridor, which has balloons filled with LSD gas? Bazooka and Alpine go down another corridor, which has an animatronic Cobra Commander that carnival barks them into a roller coaster.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Cobra Express. Step aboard, my good friends. Step aboard. You're in for the ride of your life.
Naturally, they do exactly what it tells them to do. In fairness, so would I. In fact, I would probably pay a good amount of money to have one of those in my house. Bazooka apparently gets hit by a laser, which I don't think has ever happened before. I mean, I'm sure he's fine, but seriously, I can't remember one of those beams ever connecting with another human being, like, ever. Meanwhile, Airtight faces a bunch of Cobra Commander in the boxes, which I would also pay good money for. In fact, I'm just gonna save myself the trouble of saying this a few more times. I'll just take the whole damn funhouse. Name your price. Then Alpine is mowed down by a giant bowling ball. Flint and Lady J fight an army of robots who look like, well, you know. And Lady J is apparently killed. I mean, she's obviously not. Flint is probably just too dumb to know where to take her pulse, but we have to have some kind of stupid danger before the commercial break. Flint makes it to the final boss level, and then Cobra Commander activates the bomb and escapes with Zartan and the Baroness. Flint flails around looking for a way to disarm the thing, but he's utterly hopeless without Lady J to tell him to push a button. So she does that. Mind you, he doesn't blink at the fact that his dead girlfriend just gave him an order, he just kind of rolls with it. The button ends up being a reset switch, which gives everyone 3 minutes to escape, which, naturally, they do. To Cobra Commander's credit, though, there was an actual bomb in that thing, like a serious giant fuck-off nuclear bomb. But the Joes find the real Cobra HQ and hightail it there, presumably to give Cobra Commander the $60 billion they promised him. Oh, wait, I guess we've forgotten about that now. But then Cobra Commander escapes again, and Flint cockblocks a couple of guys who show even the faintest interest in Lady J. Yo, Joe!